Hey everyone, dropping in today really quick. Want to touch on a subject that I think can help a lot of you. I was almost fooled into this in my early days of business, and that was putting off the perception of pseudo success. And I'm glad I didn't fall into this, but it's easy for, I think, people who are new, whether it's selling a new product on social, if you have a new business, whether you're multi-level marketing, whether you are just trying to grow your following, to get your words out, your message out, whatever that may be. I think it's easy for us to pretend that you're having success that you're not, so you look reputable. And I just feel like we're missing out on so much by doing this. And this, I feel like by not doing this, this has really helped me. It took me a lot of years to grow a following. I'm still nowhere near where I want to be, but I've definitely seen growth and such brand awareness and brand strength because I opted to tell my story for what it is and what I was going through at the time versus saying I was having success or showing pseudo success or having that perception of success when I wasn't. And so I feel like we have such a large following, whether your large following is 100 followers that are very engaged in your content, or whether it's 10,000 or whether it's 100,000. Whatever that number is, large and engaged can be two different things. So I just want to encourage you that you have such a following that so many people could relate to your story if you chose to step back, storytell from the very beginning on what exactly it is you're going through, why you're doing it, and really tell that story, get behind it and show those struggles and show that journey and that process and what it takes to become successful. And I think that will actually help propel you to your quotations, your definition of success, or what your goal is, what you're trying to succeed in. I just have huge confidence that this route may take longer, but is a way better route than trying to show a pseudo success or giving off the perception that things are going awesome all the time. So let's just use a product, for example. You were to sell a product, or we can even use my own product as an example. So I went from 7 years of brand building. I was obviously personal training. I was technically selling a product, but that was my job. Okay. But now I'm actually selling a tangible product after 7 years of brand building, a tangible product in Seeker, our new line, a hydration mental focus blend supplement. Now, if I was to launch that right now, or here this last month, like I did, and just start saying about how many units we're selling and lying about that, and that we're selling it here and here and here, and people are saying this and that, I don't feel in the long term that's going to help me sell units or help me be more successful versus telling everybody, hey, let's just use, I didn't even add up my pre-sales, but it's going to be probably around 50 or 60 units on that pre-sale we did for 2 weeks. So let's just say, if I was to say, hey, I sold 300 units and just start blabbing my mouth about that, what good does it do me versus telling my story on, hey guys, like, yeah, our pre-sales, I went into this with no expectation, and I really am just utilizing my brand to build another avenue of my brand. So if I go through and say, hey, I've sold, we only sold 50 units, and this is part of our journey. I knew it was going to be a struggle, and I knew it was going to take time in order to build this brand awareness and branch off into another segmentation of the Run to Gun brand, and really start telling my story behind that, how I came up with the product, how it helps us, how it works, and then start telling the users' stories that are using Seeker versus just making up things off the top of my head or lies about the product. So an example there on what you can do. Definitely the route I believe we should all be taking when it comes to brand building a following, if that's what you're trying to do, growing your business. Take a step back and think about, hey, on my marketing strategy or my brand awareness strategy, what am I really doing? Am I actually telling my story? Am I telling what is going on the day-to-day? Can people relate to this story that's going on in my life? Most likely, yes. I believe a lot of your followers will relate and definitely have a deeper connection to you when they know and feel exactly what's going on your day-to-day. We all need to work at that. I need to work on that, making it more clear what's going on in my day-to-day so my following can connect with me at a deeper level, and that way they definitely feel a tie and a almost an obligation to want to support you, because you're going to connect so well with them when they know what's going on, because more often than not, that connection or what's going on, they're having similar aspects or similar struggles in their life. And when they feel that connection with you, I just always feel like there's going to be that support factor, whether that support is a message, a comment, feedback on some of your posting on your social medias, being a user on your website, or even being a consumer on a product that they might buy from you in the future. So take a step back and think about, am I really storytelling on what's actually happening in my life? Am I sharing those struggles and how people could relate to me? Am I sharing, hey, those successes, those little wins that you have on a day-to-day, so people can cheer for you and be happy for you as well, and maybe have that other sense of encouragement that, hey, I just watched this guy go through struggles for so long, stuck with it, nose to the grindstone, went for it, and then, hey, the payback happened. Okay, so people will relate to that aspect too and have encouragement that, hey, their payback might be happening soon as well. So be thinking about that so much, on that perception you're putting out there, and that perceived success or pseudo success that you could be putting out there, if you're trying to sell a product, if you're trying to grow your following, whatever it is aspect you're trying to do on your socials. But this could even be face-to-face in life as well, and that personal connections and what you're saying and communicating with people face-to-face. So just a few things I wanted to share with you that I've been witnessing and just observing a little bit on socials it's been a long time, over the course of years, but it just kind of became more of a cognitive thought, something that I've really been watching as of late. And it's just interesting in making your message very clear. Don't try to hide anything, and just being very transparent, upfront, and honest always is a solid, guaranteed way to build your brand and build it positively. So there's just a little I don't know if you want to call it a tip, but something that I've been working on, and I've been doing for 7 years of Run to Gun, that definitely has just been showing optimism and growth over that time. So take it, use it, share it with somebody that you think might need it as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.